cut the ad off. All right, breaking news. It's Cassius, baby. El Caso the Don. I got the exclusive leaks for the round one matchups of the Chunin Exam tournaments. Stick around. Y'all don't want to miss this one, all right? Because you ain't going to get this news from them other boys. Matter of fact, you can't get this news from the other boys. They don't got my sources. They don't work as hard as I do. They can't tell you what I'm about to tell you. I got the leaks. Let's get into it. Ooh, boy, I'm looking at this rundown and some of these matchups are crazy. Alright, these kids are going to box. And some of y'all gonna get dropped on y'all head, but that's y'all problem, not mine. Now, as we know, the Chunin exams are a prestigious coming of age in the ninja world. Alright, if you can survive this test, you can survive this tournament, you can survive in the upper echelon of the ninja world. Alright, if you ain't in it, you ain't nobody, and if you ain't winning, you ain't never gonna be somebody. That's how real this gets. I ain't gonna hold y'all up any further. First matchup I see on here that really catches my eye, we got a battle of the bloodline, and I ain't talking about Roman Reigns. I'm talking about Neji Hyuga versus Hinata Hyuga. Oh boy. Now with this matchup specifically, there's a lot of outside factors coming into it because I've talked to people within the Hyuga clan. I've talked to representatives of the Hyuga clan, and that boy Neji, there are some things being said about him. I don't even know if I should say them on the air, but I'm gonna give y'all what I've heard. I've been told that Neji has been frustrated with the structure of the Hyuga clan for a very long time now. Right? They're saying if the Hyuga clan is a tree, Neji wants to be top banana. Alright, he's not satisfied with being just another branch that holds up Hinata, that holds up her father, that holds up her sister. He wants to be the man. And if you look at his stats, if you look at his greatness, what he's done in such a short amount of time compared to Hinata, no offense, but can you really argue with that? Neji is a genius, a prodigy, a once-in-a-lifetime talent. If I had to put all my money on one of these kids in this tournament, you'd be amiss not to put your money on Neji, or at the very least have him in the top 3 of your consideration. I don't know if you can say that about Hinata, even if she is the princess, even if she comes from that royal bloodline. If she's the top of the tree, why is Neji outpacing her? Now, these are just the things I'm hearing. This is how I'm interpreting it. You gotta ask Neji for yourself if he really feels that way, but it looks to be true. You see what's going on out here. Now, don't get me wrong, Hinata can fight, alright, flat out, she can box. If this was Hinata vs Choji, Hinata vs Sakura, maybe even Hinata vs Shikamaru, I could give her the edge, but we're talking Hinata vs Neji. Come on now, she's a nice girl, pleasure to talk to her, a fine young woman, but I just don't see, I haven't seen, I have nothing to go on that would lead me to believe she can hang with Lil Cuzzo in a fight. I gotta give this one to Neji, but Hinata, I'll be keeping my eye on this one. I'm rooting for you. Prove me wrong. That's all I can say. Prove me wrong. I want to be proven wrong, but I don't think I will be. Now for the next fight I want y'all to keep your eye on is not necessarily about the matchup, but the rumors I've been hearing, because it's Sasuke Uchiha versus this man. Alright, it's not no kid. He's been in this tournament before. He's been around this test a few times. Yoroi. Alright, now listen to what I've heard about Sasuke Uchiha. The rumors say Sasuke suffered an unforeseen medical incident while competing in the Forest of Death. Now, I'm getting conflicting stories on what that means coming off the back end of that, because some people are saying Sasuke is unfit to compete in this tournament. He should be shut down, while others are telling me that this is a nothing incident, it's fake, it's speculation, nothing's going on. I've spoken to a Kage, one Kage who shall remain unnamed. A Kage, mind you, said that what happened to Sasuke changed his life for the better. He should absolutely be allowed to compete. In fact, I am looking forward to it. That is a Kage's own words. Now, you can decide for yourself what you think happened, if anything happened at all. But something's going on with Sasuke, and I think we're gonna see it hit its breaking point in this matchup. Now, personally, I'm not gonna speculate on Sasuke's medical status. What I will say is the Chunin Exams is a man's league. Alright, you gotta be all in, all chips at the center of the table. If you can't do that, then you could very well lose your life trying to fight here. Sasuke's gotta keep that in mind, alright? I know he's never been all together mentally. No offense, I understand what Itachi, I understand what he who shall not be named did to his family and his clan, but he's somebody, Kakashi, man to man, sensei to sensei. You gotta step in and decide how far are you willing to let him go. That's between him and his people. Let's move on to another matchup. Now, this matchup right here is something I've been looking forward to for a very long time. From the moment this kid stepped foot in the village, alright? I'm talking Gaara of the Sand versus rocklee. Ooh, mama, this is a banger right here, y'all. Somebody, off rip, Gaara? This kid, this man, this animal, when he stepped into the village, we should have kicked him out immediately. Don't let this man take 3 steps on your land, lest it be cursed for all ages. He needs to be exorcised immediately. Now, I watched back the footage from his run in the Forest of Death. Alright, not only did he clear it in record timing, but as they say, the proof is in the pudding. If you slow it down, enhance the video, put it in 4K on the big screen, I'm talking clean enough for you to gawk at it. You can see clear as day. The man ain't got a scratch on him. How you clear the Forest of Death in record timing without a scratch on you? This man is an animal. He's a savage. He's a monster. Why are we allowing him to compete against the youth of the Leaf Village? Alright, I don't know about this one. Now, I don't want to sound like Rock Lee has no hope, but look at the footage, man. It looked like Gaara performed some kind of sand burial in the trees. It's clear as day. Normal people aren't doing that. This is a sand village savage right here. I don't know what Rock Lee got for him, but listen up, Lee. You've been training with Mike Guy. I know Mike Guy personally. He's teaching you to never give up. That's a good sign, but you need more than that, because the one thing he can't teach you is how bad do you want it. Rock Lee, hear me and hear me good. How bad do you want it? You gotta want it bad enough to take it out his coffin when you're done with him. You gotta want it bad enough to reach in the shark mouth and pull out his guts. If your legs are broke, can you still stand? If your eyes are blind, can you still see? If you've given everything to the game, what more can you offer? Everything you got left, you gotta want it more than him. Alright? Because that's the only chance you got. You gotta earn this victory. You gotta earn every inch of it. Because he's not gonna give you anything. And that's real. Man, hey, but it's on you. Do what you gotta do. Now, there's one more big matchup that I'm really looking forward to, but before we get into that one, there's a couple that I could care less about. No offense to any of these combatants, by the way. Honestly, if you think I'm disrespecting you right now, you should fight harder. So I look forward to your fight in the next round. Alright, wake me up, prove me wrong, as I've been saying. But let's get into some of these lesser matchups. We have, no offense, Sakura versus Ino. I've seen these two girls for the first 14 years of their life or so. I haven't seen either of them throw a punch. I've not seen either of them throw a single punch. I'm convinced that they're not going to throw a single punch in this fight. So, I guess I'll go Ino, but it could go either way. No offense. Prove me wrong, ladies. Prove me wrong. Go out there and box. I'm a huge Sakura fan. I would love for her to prove me wrong. Her test score, incredible. But yeah, Ino got that. Next, we have Shino versus Zaku, and all I gotta say about this is Zaku is a sound ninja savage. He's born straight out the trenches, alright? He had to scavenge for everything. The sound village ain't got nada out there. Shino, by all accounts, is just a creepy weird guy. Now, that's just what my people told me. Maybe he's a cool kid. I don't know. Haven't talked to him. Don't want to. He got all those bugs. I'm a bit freaked out. I'm going with Zaku personally. Sound Ninja Savage. Don't bet against them. Next fight we have Shikamaru versus Keen. Now, as we know, Shikamaru is a genius. We know what his family's lineage brings to the table. The question there is always going to be his motor. Does he care enough to win this fight? On the other hand, Keen, Sound Ninja Savage. Once again, Sound Ninja Savage. Born and raised in the trenches. They got nothing out there. Nada. She got a scrap for everything. She wants it more than Shikamaru wants it. He's got everything and doesn't even care to use it. I'm going with King. That's a Sound Ninja Savage right there. But Shikamaru, hey, like I've been saying, can't say it enough. Prove me wrong. Next up, we have Tamari versus Tenten. Now, how many times do I gotta say this? Tamari, Sand Ninja Savage. She might be just as crazy as her little brother Gaara. We didn't even get to see her box in the Forest of Death because Gaara did all the work. But she could be freakier than him, for all we know. By that account, I should be rooting for her. But Tenten has that scroll. She could summon any amount of weapons. God knows what kind of horror she has packed inside that scroll for Tamari. I'm gonna go on a limb here. I'm gonna bet against my Sand Ninja Savage senses. And I'm gonna pick the girl from the Hidden Leaf. Give me Tenten with all them blades, with all them knives. I want her to win this. Well, not that I want. Don't Tamari, don't get mad. Gaara, don't get mad. I don't want anybody to win. I'm just saying. I think. Oh my God. Oh my God. Kankuro versus Tsurugi. One thing to say about that. Sand Ninja Savage. Kankuro could be just as freaky as his sister and brother Tamari and Gaara. For all I know, we didn't get to see him fight in the Forest of Death. Like I said with Tamari, we don't know what he can do. I think he's a freak solely for the fact that he's from the Sand Village. It's hard to bet against that. I'm gonna give him that win, probably quite convincingly too. Choji versus Dasu, whatever his name is, Sound Ninja Savage, born and raised in the trenches. How many times do I gotta say it? Choji, you're not allowed to pop power pills in the tournament, I don't believe at least. So I don't see how you win this. Not against the Sound Ninja Savage, alright? He got this one. But without further ado, let's get into what very well could be the Dark Horse matchup. The finale on my rundown, we got Naruto Uzumaki versus Kiba Inuzuka. Alright, that's that box versus that dog, baby. This is a matchup. Let's address the elephant in the room. Alright, I understand a lot of people don't like Naruto, but more specifically, they don't like what's inside him. They don't even know the kid. They hate the fox. The way I see it, as long as the fox don't come out and crush my home, we all good. I'ma judge him fairly. And based on what I've seen so far in the Forest of Death and what I heard from Kakashi, this kid could have something. That shadow clone jutsu is dangerous. You don't want to mess with this kid. I'm telling you that right now. Kiba is not one to be outdid though, because where Naruto has that fox in him, Kiba got that dog in him, and even better, he got the dog with him. Akamaru goes where he goes, and according to my sources, Akamaru is allowed to fight in the tournament with Kiba. He counts as a ninja weapon, so we got a serious 2-on-1 jumping going on. Haha, you know what? Taking everything into account, let me tell you why I think Naruto wins this matchup. Hear me out. It might be a little toxic, you feel me? Maybe I shouldn't say this on the airwaves, but I'm gonna say it anyways. Naruto start losing, that fox might come out. Hey, Hayate, don't call off the match if that fox start coming out. That's how you even the odds. Kiba coming in this 2-on-1, old fox 9 tails might even it up, you feel me? I like it. Hey man, that's all the matchups. I appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy. Like, comment, subscribe. Remember, you ain't gonna get this anywhere else. Nobody else getting the sources like I got them. Alright, more takes, more reaction, more drama, more everything coming soon. I promise you that. I'm gonna catch up with y'all later, man. El Castle the Don, Cash is love. Hey, we out. See y'all soon.